This is the theorem what we have to prove today. A finite integral domain is a field. A finite integral domain is a field. Integral domain means a commutative ring with unity in which there are no zero divisors. That means AB is equal to 0 implies either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0 in an integral domain. And a field means a commutative ring with unity, and also every non-zero element in a field has a unit. That means suppose if A not equal 0 an element of a field, then there must be an element A inverse such that A inverse is equal to A inverse A is equal to 1. This is the property, every non-zero element is a unit. So in this theorem we have to prove that we take a finite integral domain and then we have to prove that it is a field. So two properties are common to an integral domain and a field. One is commutative and second is unity. Then to prove an integral domain is a field, we have to prove the third property. That is, every non-zero element is unit. For this, we will take suppose D is a finite integral domain. Suppose D is a finite integral domain. That means what? D is commutative and D has unity element, and D is without zero divisors. We have to prove that D is a field. For this, we will take some non-zero element. Suppose A not equal 0 in D. A not equal 0 in D. Now, we define a function pi from D to D by pi of x is equal to ax. Suppose take this like this. Suppose this is the set integral domain D and this is D. Define a function pi from D to D with the formula pi of A is equal to pi of x is equal to ax. Pi of x is equal to ax. We now prove that pi of x is 1, 1. Suppose take x comma y belongs to D and pi of x is equal to pi of y. This implies ax is equal to ay, since pi of x is equal to ax and then pi of y is equal to ay. This implies ax minus ay is equal to ay minus ay. Taking minus ay both sides, we will get like this. This can be written as a into x minus y. This is equal to 0. We know that A belongs to D and x minus y belongs to D. Since xy are elements in D, we can write like this: x minus y belongs to D. And also, since D is integral domain, A into x minus y is equal to 0 implies either A is equal to 0 or x minus y is equal to 0. But since A not equal to 0, we must have x minus y is equal to 0. This implies x minus y is equal to 0 since A not equal to 0. This implies x is equal to y. Therefore, we can say that we started with pi x is equal to pi y, and with logical steps we reached x is equal to y. Therefore we can say that pi is a 1 function. Since d is finite and pi is d to d is 1, we know that every 1 function from a finite set to another finite set it must be onto. Therefore we must have pi is onto. Also, since d is integral domain, we know d has unity element, therefore 1 belongs to d. Since pi is onto, there must be an element x belongs to d. D means here domain D, such that, so let us take this for a difference. There must be an element a dash. Belongs to D, such that pi of a is equal to 1. This is since D is onto, every element in D must have a pre-image with respect to pi. Therefore we must have, this implies pi of a dash is equal to 1. We must have, this implies pi of a dash means a dash is equal to 1. Therefore for a not equal 0, we have a dash belongs to D, such that a dash is equal to 1. Therefore a not equal 0 is a unit. We have selected a not equal 0 as a random element in D, and also we proved that a not equal 0 is a unit. That means every non-zero element in D is unit. Therefore D is a field.